Did you know some animals can solve puzzles faster than humans? It is a startling thought, isn't it? We often see ourselves as the pinnacle of intelligence on this planet, our minds capable of composing symphonies reaching for the stars. Yet, all around us, in the forests, beneath the waves, in our own cities, other minds are at work. Minds that process the world in ways that are both alien and yet strikingly familiar. They demonstrate memory, planning, problem-solving abilities that challenge our very definition of what it means to be smart. In the coming moments, we will embark on a journey to meet these remarkable creatures. We will count down the 10 most intelligent animals on Earth, exploring the extraordinary evidence of their cognitive prowess. From the intricate social structures of mammals to the astonishing tool-making skills of birds, each entry on our list reveals a different facet of intelligence. It is a world of surprising ingenuity where survival itself is the ultimate test of intellect. Prepare to have your perceptions altered. Our countdown will take us from the crafty raccoons, with their almost supernatural ability to bypass our best-laid security, to the genius chimpanzees, whose mental feats are simply astonishing. But be warned, the creature that has earned our #1 spot is one that will almost certainly surprise you. So, stay with us as we rank these incredible animal minds and unveil the planet's most unexpected genius. The journey into the animal mind begins now. We begin our countdown with a familiar, yet often underestimated character, the raccoon. Distinctive masked face, nimble, almost hand-like paws manipulating objects, masters of the urban landscape. Their success isn't just adaptability, it's real intelligence. In the early 20th century, the scientist H.B. Davis conducted a series of famous experiments, presenting raccoons with complex puzzle boxes secured by a variety of latches, bolts, and hooks. The raccoons not only solved these puzzles with astonishing speed, but also demonstrated an incredible memory. When presented with the same puzzle boxes years later, they remembered the solutions instantly, their paws moving with a certainty that betrayed a deep-seated understanding. Often maligned, the humble rat is, in fact, one of the most successful and intelligent mammals on the planet. Their ability to thrive in nearly every environment is directly linked to their sophisticated cognitive abilities. Scientists have long used rats in maze experiments, not just to test their memory, but to understand the very nature of learning itself. A rat in a maze is not simply running at random. It is building a mental map of its surroundings, remembering dead ends and optimizing its route with each successive attempt. Recent studies have revealed a surprising capacity for metacognition, the ability to think about one's own thoughts, or in the rat's case, to know what it doesn't know. Furthermore, rats have shown signs of social empathy. In one study, a rat would consistently choose to free a trapped cage mate, even when offered a tempting chocolate treat as an alternative. Moving into the farmyard, we encounter an animal whose intelligence is frequently and tragically overlooked: the pig. These highly social and inquisitive creatures possess a cognitive complexity that rivals that of many primates. Research has shown that pigs can understand and respond to complex commands, and their long-term memory is exceptional. They can remember and distinguish between different humans, even between other individual pigs. One of the most compelling demonstrations of their intellect comes from experiments involving mirrors, and even video games. Pigs have passed the mirror test, recognizing that the image in the mirror is a reflection of themselves. Even more astonishingly, in one study, pigs were taught to move a joystick with their snouts to control a cursor on a screen, hitting targets in a simple video game. They learned the connection between their own actions and the abstract movement on the screen. This ability to grasp symbolic representation is something we see in human toddlers as they begin to understand that pictures and symbols can represent real-world objects. Their ability to learn, to remember, and to understand abstract concepts places them far above the simplistic perception we often have of them. They are not just farm animals. They are sophisticated thinkers, problem solvers, and individuals with rich inner worlds. Number 7. The octopus. The alien intelligence. We now venture beneath the waves to meet a mind that is truly alien to our own. The octopus, with its soft body and 8 searching arms, possesses an intelligence that evolved along a completely different path from our own vertebrate lineage. This is not a centralized intelligence, like ours. 2/3 of an octopus's neurons are not in its brain, but are distributed throughout its arms. Each arm can, in a sense, think for itself. This unique nervous system gives rise to some astonishing behaviors. Octopuses are legendary escape artists, able to squeeze their bodies through the tiniest of openings and manipulate latches and screw-top jars from the inside. They are also one of the few invertebrates confirmed to use tools. The veined octopus, for example, has been observed gathering discarded coconut shell halves, carrying them under its body, and later reassembling them to use as a portable shelter. This act of anticipating a future need, finding the right materials, and transporting them for later use is a clear sign of planning and foresight. Number 6. The African gray parrot, the feathered linguist. In the canopy of the African rainforest lives a bird with a mind that has forever changed our understanding of animal communication. While many parrots can mimic human speech, African grays can go much further. They demonstrate an ability to understand and use language in a meaningful way. The most famous example, of course, was a parrot named Alex. Under the tutelage of Dr. Irene Pepperberg, Alex learned to label over 100 objects, actions, colors. But Alex didn't just mimic. He could identify objects by their specific attributes, asking for a green nut if he wanted a pistachio. He could answer questions about an object's shape, color, material. He could even quantify, counting up to 6 and demonstrating an understanding of the concept of 0 or none. Alex's abilities, and those of other African grays studied since, reveal a level of cognitive processing comparable to that of a preschool-aged human. Number 5. The crow, the feathered engineer. As we reach the top 5, we meet another avian genius, the New Caledonian crow. These birds are not just tool users, they are master tool makers. In their island home, they meticulously craft specialized tools from twigs, leaves, and pandanus fronds to extract insects from their hiding places. In one famous experiment, a crow was presented with a narrow, vertical tube containing a small amount of water with a floating food reward just out of reach. The crow, without any training, assessed the situation and began dropping stones into the tube, raising the water level until the food was within reach. In subsequent, more complex puzzles, crows have been shown to solve problems requiring up to 8 distinct steps in a specific sequence to get a reward. This ability to plan and execute a long chain of actions rivals the performance of a 5 to 7-year-old human child on similar sequencing tasks. They are not simple trial and error. It is foresight, logic, and a profound understanding of physics, making the crow a true engineer of the avian world. Number 4. The dog, the social genius. For our next entry, we welcome a familiar and beloved face, the domestic dog. Their intelligence is of a very special kind, shaped by tens of thousands of years of co-evolution with humans. It is a social intelligence, an uncanny ability to understand our cues, our emotions, even our language. While many breeds are exceptionally bright, breeds like the Border Collie stand out for their extraordinary linguistic skills. One famous collie, named Chaser, learned to understand the names of over 1,000 individual toys. Chaser demonstrated an ability known as fast mapping, the same process by which human children rapidly expand their vocabulary. When asked to retrieve a new unnamed toy from a pile of familiar ones, she could infer which one it was by exclusion. This is not just simple command and response, it's a deductive reasoning process. Beyond vocabulary, dogs are masters of social cognition. They follow our gaze, understand our pointing gestures, and are exquisitely sensitive to our tone of voice and emotional state. This deep attunement to human social signals is what makes them such unparalleled companions. They have learned to read the most complex species on the planet, us. Their intelligence is a relational one, built on a foundation of loyalty, communication, a shared history. Entering our top 3, we encounter a creature of immense size, immense grace, and an equally immense intellect, the elephant. Their intelligence is deeply rooted in their complex social lives and their astonishing memory, which is indeed the stuff of legend. An elephant's brain is the largest of any land animal, and its structure shares surprising complexities with our own, particularly in regions for memory and emotion. Elephants are one of the few species to have passed the mirror self-recognition test, but their intelligence truly shines in problem-solving and in social cooperation. Elephants have been observed working together to obtain food that is out of reach for a single individual. They can remember the locations of water holes across vast distances and over many years, a vital skill for survival in harsh environments. Perhaps most profoundly, elephants display behaviors that suggest a deep emotional capacity, including what appears to be grief. They have been seen mourning their dead, gently touching the bones of deceased relatives with their trunks, standing in silent vigil for long periods. This complex social behavior, combined with their incredible memory, problem-solving skills, and self-awareness, demonstrates a social and emotional intelligence on par with our own. Our runner-up for the title of smartest animal takes us back beneath the ocean's surface. The bottlenose dolphin possesses a brain that is not only large but also remarkably complex, with a neocortex more convoluted than our own. This biological complexity underpins one of the most sophisticated communication systems in the animal kingdom. Dolphins communicate using a vast repertoire of clicks, whistles, and body language. Each dolphin has a unique signature whistle, which functions much like a name. Their communication goes beyond simple identification. Researchers have found that dolphins can understand syntax-like rules, where the order of whistles in a sequence can change the message's meaning. They use this advanced communication to coordinate some of the most ingenious cooperative hunting strategies ever witnessed. One method, known as mud ring feeding, involves a dolphin swimming in a circle, stirring up a ring of mud to trap fish, like elephants, great apes. Dolphins have also demonstrated mirror self-awareness. Their combination of complex communication, cultural transmission, and cooperative strategy reveals a social intelligence that is profound and multifaceted. They are, without a doubt, one of the planet's most brilliant minds. And now, at the top of our list, we meet our closest living relative, the animal whose intelligence most closely mirrors our own, the chimpanzee. Sharing approximately 98% of our DNA, their minds offer a fascinating window into the origins of human cognition. One of their most startling abilities is their working memory. In experiments, a chimpanzee named Ayumu recalled the precise location of numbers flashed on a screen for a fraction of a second. Ayumu consistently outperforms human university students. Chimpanzees are consummate tool users. They go beyond single tools used by crows or octopuses. They employ entire tool sets, using a heavy stick to break into a termite mound, then a slender, flexible probe to fish for the insects inside. This knowledge is not innate, it is cultural. Young chimpanzees learn these techniques by carefully observing their elders for years. Different chimpanzee communities have unique tool use traditions, much like human cultures. But perhaps most significantly, chimpanzees demonstrate the capacity for planning and deception. They will hide rocks to use as weapons in a future conflict, or lead rivals away from a prized food source with deliberate misdirection. This requires a theory of mind, the ability to understand that others have their own intentions and beliefs. It is this combination of near superhuman working memory, cultural tool use, and strategic social planning that places the chimpanzee at the pinnacle of non-human intelligence. They are the ultimate strategists, thinkers, and politicians of the animal world. So there we have it, a journey through 10 of the most brilliant minds our planet has produced. From the tool-making birds that understand physics to the memory master apes that can outthink us in specific tasks. It is clear that intelligence wears many faces. It is not a single, linear scale with humans at the top. Instead, a rich and diverse spectrum of cognitive abilities, each one perfectly adapted to its world. The octopus's distributed consciousness, the dolphin's linguistic prowess, the elephant's deep emotional capacity. Each one challenges us to broaden our definition of what it means to think. These creatures remind us that we are not alone in our capacity for complex thought, memory, and feeling. They compel us to look at the world with a greater sense of wonder and a deeper sense of respect for the other conscious beings with whom we share this earth. The more we study their minds, the more we understand not only them, but also ourselves and the intricate web of life that connects us all. The animal kingdom is not a silent world of instinct, but a vibrant chorus of thought, strategy, and awareness. The 10 animals on this list are just the beginning. Countless other species show surprising intellect. So we turn the question to you. From tool-making birds to memory master apes, intelligence wears many faces. Which animal do you think is the smartest? Is there a creature you believe should have been on this list? Tell us in the comments below. We would love to hear your thoughts. If you found this journey into the animal mind as fascinating as we did, please subscribe and share this video. There's always more to discover.